So then guys, in the early part of 2026, we are going to be getting the likes of the new MacBook Pro with an M5 Pro and also the M5 Max inside of it. And I, for one, am super excited for these next generations of the MacBook Pro because of the performance that we've already seen with the standard M5. So back in October 2025, we had the soft launch of the M5 chip. And this was put into the likes of the Vision Pro, and it was also put in the likes of the iPad Pro, and of course the standard 14-inch MacBook Pro. Now the standard M5 chip in CPU performance, it was only about say 10 to 15% faster. However, the GPU performance was amazing, up to around about 45% better in performance. And then also NPU power, so this is things to do with AI, LLMs and things like this, was also up by a huge amount, and it was quite a big deal, this new M5 chip that came out inside of those three devices. However, something that was also missing from the release was the new M5 Pro and the M5 Max. It didn't actually come out, and it looks like now that the new kind of MacBook Pros are set to come out in 2026. So let's go over then what we're going to actually see in upgrades with these new M5 Pro and M5 Max inside of the MacBook Pros. Well, the first thing I want to cover straight away is all to do with the actual design of the MacBook Pro for the 14 and 16 inch. The design doesn't look like it is going to change at all for the M5 Pro or the M5 Max. It'll be the same design that we've had since 2021 when we first had that new next generation of the MacBook Pro with, say, the display that we have right now, and then everything like that with mini LED. So you're not going to get an OLED display on this generation. That is going to be coming on the next generation with the M6. So everything that you see with the design that we have right now is going to stick around again just for this next generation. It's going to be the last time we're actually going to see it inside of a design like what I have right here on my desk right now. So this is one thing I would just make you aware that if you are looking for the next generation design, you're going to have to wait out a little bit longer for that. But moving on from this then, let's talk about the M5 Max and what kind of performance gains and configurations we are going to get with, say, the CPU and also the GPU. And in fact, let's start with that to begin with. So with the M5 Max, we're probably going to see some big increases in CPU and GPU performance. And it all starts out with the cores. More than likely, we are still going to get 4 efficiency cores put inside of the M5 Max, but the performance cores where things change. So probably the sort of bin down version of this is actually going to offer us this time round a 16 core configuration. But where the big difference is going to be in the performance of the CPU and GPU and also the NPU as well with the M5 Max. And let me give you what is most likely going to happen this time around. Let's talk about cores configuration to begin with. So with the M5 Max, we are more than likely this time around, and this is going to be amazing, we're going to actually get up to an 18 core CPU this time round. So this will still be made up of the likes of a 4 cores with CPUs of actually being efficiency ones like we've had in the past. But what we could also get with that too is that we could actually get, this is crazy, I can't believe it, up to 14 performance cores. So this would be the completely unbinned version of this. This is going to be amazing to see. Now there's probably also going to be a 16 core variety version as well. That's going to be 4 efficiency cores, 12 performance cores. This will be the baseline version one. What's still also going to be amazing as well. But then for GPU cores, things are also probably going to change here quite a bit too. Right now, I would say the M4 Max, we get a 40-core GPU. And more than likely, Apple will probably bolt on a couple more cores. So up to 42 cores this time round in what we would actually get inside of the likes of the M4 Max. And then if you did get, say, the bin down version, well, still, that'll probably be very good too. Probably still have 34 GPU cores inside of that as well, what's also really going to help out. And in fact, let's have a look then what that could potentially look like then in Geekbench performance. Well, we can see right here that we could potentially get up to 33,200 or so in the actual kind of CPU performance. Was absolutely amazing. Comparing that to the M4 Max, you can see the massive jump we're going to get here. Obviously, this is the unbinned version. This is the sort of full fat M5 Max, but this is absolutely amazing to see with the results we are getting, or we're going to get with the M5 Max. Now, I will say it might be slightly out here, but based on using AI to help out and based on what we've seen in previous generations, the uplift, and also what we've seen with the M5 compared to the M4, the standard, this is kind of the sort of performance kind of gains we're going to see here. But then you probably also want to know, what about GPU performance? Well, doing exactly the same thing using AI to figure this out. If you got the full fat 42 core GPU, you can see here, you're going to get around about 219,000 or just even over that in kind of the Geekbench metal core sort of scoring here. This is absolutely amazing compared to even like the M4 Max and even previous generations. This is going to be absolutely amazing what we're going to get in performance wise with this MacBook Pro. But first, just quickly guys, I want to tell you about the international channel giveaway I am doing for this right here. That's right, I am giving away an iPhone 17 Pro Max to one lucky subscriber on this channel in mid-January 2026. And anyone across the world can enter in. Now, this iPhone 17 Pro Max also does have a physical SIM card slot. I know there's some people out there in some countries, obviously they don't accept eSIMs just yet. So I'm making this, you know, accessible for everyone out there. But to enter in then for this actual giveaway, all you have to do first of all is just put down into the comments below of what technology gear that you might still be buying before the end of 2025, or most likely, more likely it's going to be in 2026. Put it into the comments below right now. Now, the other part of the giveaway, what you need to keep an eye on for, is the video that I'll be releasing around mid-January 2026. And in that video, I'll give you even more details about it, including a form to fill in, and also when I'm going to do the live stream to give away this iPhone 17 Pro Max. So if you haven't done so already, make sure you subscribe to this channel and hit that notification bell, because you'll want to see when that video is going to happen. Plus, you want to be a subscriber too, because obviously I'm giving this away to one lucky subscriber. The last thing I just want to quickly say to you guys, that sadly there are still lots of scammers and spammers out there. People still impersonate me, tend to WhatsApp, Telegram, Instagram direct message. Please do ignore these people, but as you can see right here, please do report them. So, moving on from this then, what about the release date and the price then for the new MacBook Pro, both the 14-inch and also the 16-inch one with the M4 Max inside of it? Well, to start out with the release date, more than likely the release date we've been told is probably actually going to be in springtime. And in fact, we've been told it's probably going to be actually after the likes of the MacBook Air getting an M5 put inside of it. So it's actually looking likely that the target time for this MacBook Pro is actually going to probably be anywhere from the end of February time till all the way up to the beginning of May time. And you heard me right there, that is definitely a bit of a distance there in its release schedule compared to the standard M5. But this is looking likely the time. And the reason we've seen this is we've seen a leak here in macOS Tahoe, where we're going to probably get the new macOS Tahoe 26.3. After that is released, that is when we're going to get the new MacBook Pros. And do remember, at the time of that making this video right now, we've just basically getting macOS Tahoe, you know, 26.2 at this point. So you can imagine 0.3 is still a while away here. We've not even got the first beta yet for that at the time of making this video. So this is what I mean. You can see how what I'm saying, that the earliest you're going to see it is the end of February, because that version of macOS would have to come out first, because obviously it's been leaked inside the code that it's going to be coming out around that time after that software update is coming out. So just be aware of that. But then the next question is all to do with pricing. And I think the good news we could actually probably take away, being that the actual build and the design of the MacBook Pro for the 14 and the 16 inch is not going to be changing whatsoever. The pricing for the baseline version for the M5 Max and even the M5 Pro will be exactly the same as the 14 inch and the 16 inch right now. So the best thing to do if you want to get a gauge of how much things are going to cost you is to have a look at the M4 Pro and also the M4 Max on Apple's website in whatever country you're in, and this will probably give you the rough idea of what the pricing will be, because most likely it is going to stay that, at least I'd say in US dollars. Maybe in other countries it might change slightly if tariffs have interfered and other things too, but at least it gives you a very good guideline of how much the new MacBook Pro with the M5 Max inside of it is going to cost you. But with that then guys, are you excited to see the performance gains with M5 Max? Are you going to get one of these MacBook Pros? Well, let me know in the comments below. And on that note as well guys, it's time to wrap up the video too. So if you have enjoyed watching it, please do press the like button. As always, you want to hear the latest Apple news, reviews and comparisons, make sure you subscribe to the channel and also hit that notification bell. Until next time guys, I'll see you really soon. Take care. Bye bye.